You're watching Star News, the news leader in Southside Virginia.
All right, folks, welcome back to Star News. Charles Rourke here with you this afternoon. A lot of folks are telling us that they're seeing snorkels and all kind of weird things up at Philpott Lake, and we had to get Mr. Information, Rocky Rockwell, the guy who runs it up there. Rocky, tell us what's going on with all the scuba diving and things going on near the dam.
Well, it's kind of an exciting time. It's really nothing more than a routine inspection of the face of the dam, but of course, not every day we get a chance to see Army divers in the area. This is the Army from Langley, the Langley Joint, Eustis. Now, I don't know. Anyway, they're here. We've got 11 divers from that crew. Tomorrow we're going to have some barges and put them on the water, give them a platform to work from. You all remember the dive inspection in 2012. They have to have a big platform where they can put the decompression chamber and a bunch of other things that they have to have for the safety of the divers. And then they'll get started on it. So, never a dull moment at Philpott Lake.
You bet. Now, we were talking with one of my producers. I was wondering, how in the world do you become an expert at looking at a dam underwater?
You know, that's a really good question. Most of these guys are engineers. At least the ones I've worked with before. I've not really had a chance to get to know these divers. I did meet them today, but they're probably an engineering brigade. But they're dive specialists. They just sort of are trained in how to see things that don't look right, and that's what we're looking for.
Have you found anything?
Well, we haven't even got them in the water yet.
Okay.
The trucks that are holding the barges.
Yeah.
Have arrived. They're lining them up in the morning. The crane will get here. They'll have to offload the barges, and then they'll drag them out to the middle of the lake and put them together.
Now, we're looking at a picture that we took today at the dam. We see a white truck on the dam. Is that your truck, or is that their truck?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen it myself.
Okay. But so you're saying that we haven't it hadn't even started yet. In other words, they're bringing in barges. So will all this take place tomorrow, the next day, or how long will this go on?
Yeah, tomorrow, as they're setting up for the actual dive, they'll be running an ROV, which is a remote-operated vehicle with a camera on it. You've probably seen them. They use them for underwater inspection.
Right.
You know, video stuff. And we'll be doing that of some of the internal structures while the divers are getting ready to go. Once the divers are in place, then we'll start the actual dive. The dive inspection will go from Wednesday through Friday, unless they run into weather or some other unforeseen.
So will you be able to see them over the overlook in most cases?
That would be kind of tough. This can be kind of a hard, tough. If you come to the visitor center and look out from the back porch, that's probably going to be the best place to see them.
Right. Okay.
Overlook, you might be able to see some. They'll be going back and forth from the dive platform to the boat dock, back and forth that way. But that's just the boat.
How many will we see?
I don't know how many there'll be out at any given time, but there's a total of 11 divers. Of course, part of this is training for them.
Right.
It works out really, really well. It doesn't cost us as much to use Army divers as outside divers, but it's training for them. It's important for us. That just works really well. So there's 11 of them here, but I don't know how many of them will be out there at any given time. There's parameters. Divers can only be diving for so long. They can only make so many dives a day, all for the safety of the divers. So they'll be trading off, and I don't know enough about that to give you any more details than that.
Well, we were thinking today, it's something we don't think about, that the dam needs to be tested, but it's good that it is.
Oh, yeah. The Corps of Engineers has always taken these kind of things very seriously. The dam is 60 years old, and we just need to be continued to check up on her, make sure she's doing what she's supposed to, and she's safe for everybody below. And there's one of the points we really want to stress: this is not an inspection being driven by anything that's wrong. This is a routine preventative inspection to make sure that nothing's developing that could be a problem down the road.
How will it affect the water downstream?
We'll be turning the water off when the divers are in the water. Obviously, you don't want to take the risk of sucking a diver down through the dam.
Yeah.
So we can't have any water going through the dam while the divers are in the water. So we'll be trying to make up the difference to make sure that we're maintaining our minimum flow.
Mm-hmm.
Divers aren't in the water. We'll turn some water on and we'll do what we have to maintain our minimum flows as best we can.
Right. So I guess you got somebody out with the math calculated out on that. Sounds like a lot of calculations.
Well, we've got gauges that are in
Yeah.
the river that tell us how much water is going down. And we're required to keep a certain amount of water flowing at all times. We'll
Gotcha.
do the best we can to do that, keeping in mind that the safety of our divers is paramount.
Gotcha. Hey, Rocky, you're the greatest at talking to the public. You're always got the answer, and or if you don't have an answer, you'll get it for us. We appreciate that.
Well, if I don't have it, I'll make it up. No, I'm just appreciate that. We take our public transparency very, very seriously. We love our community, and we do everything we can for you.
Right, and you do. You're incredible. Thank you so much.
You bet. Take care now.
All right, Rocky Rockwell with the Corps of Engineers at Philpott, and of course, we'll be watching this process all in the week. It's always interesting when different folks come into town. We like to be curious. You know that. You're watching Star News.
You're watching Star News, the news leader in Southside Virginia.